just need to learn to shut up when you go live. I know that's a stretch, but
it's a stretch.
That's where the
Here, let me go ahead and turn you guys off again. All right, we're live. Let me go ahead and turn off our little cover here. Sorry, I was trying to fix the music on our opening sequence there, and don't know if it worked. We'll find out here in a minute. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dan Latham, and I'd like to welcome you to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized Play. Yes, I have a notification. So we have been running a game of Fires of Raw, our TORGanized Play, for a little while, and due to the fact we have a player that's down or missing for the next few weeks, actually last week and this week, Rod has agreed to come on and run us through a side quest, as Mike likes to put it in our Torg Hype Tuesday. A side quest that's happening while the other Storm Knights are doing their job. But
I think it's a side quest with different characters, no less.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Which is what something you can do in TORGanized Play. So before I hand this off to Rod, we jump into tonight's game. As per usual, I'd like to give a shout out to Roll20, which is our maps and our pictures and our battle scenes and our immersion and all that fun jazz. Also, you'll notice that some of the characters on there, the little miniatures, have been made digitally, and that can be done through the Hero Forge subscription packet. So if you ever checked out Hero Forge, you can make your custom minis, anywhere from your basic D&D mini size all the way up to small statuettes. And if you're a subscriber, you can make those digital and use in your digital games. Also down below, we have a link for Extra Life. So if you have not had a chance to give or to check out the Extra Life link and give to the kids of the Children's Miracle Network as well as Children's Hospitals, click on that link and go give it, help them out. Every little bit helps. Let's see, we also have the link down there for the Roll Hit Die website that has, I think it's still a work in progress. If you haven't had a chance to go look at it, please do so. I don't think there are any pertaining announcements at this particular point in time, so I will go ahead and hand it off to you, Rod, so you can...
So you have a website now?
Yes, we do.
Been gone for so long. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Yeah, we have a... you and I can discuss other things offline about pulling you back in as far as things are concerned. So, but other than that, I guess we need to jump into tonight's game.
We do.
And,
although the last time I played it ran pretty quick, so we'll see. So yeah, everyone knows. I would assume they know all of you, so I guess we probably don't need to do player introductions, do we? Do you still do those every single week? I would think not. Good.
No, I don't think we've done that.
But we do need to do character introductions, since I would think most of you have not played with these characters before. So why don't we actually start with you, Dan? Tell us a bit about Cole, if you would, please.
Okay. Cole was a... Well, I guess the best way to put it is he was a mask. He started off in the Nile and during a mission transformed to Core Earth and hasn't given up his mask. So he is a psionic gunslinger, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much him. He's just a soldier turned superhero turned Core Earth soldier or Core Earth superhero. He's not a cosplayer or anything. He just hasn't gotten rid of the mask he had back when he was a Nile.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. Well, keeps the face hidden. It's got other added features like, night vision goggles and a filter mask included, things like that.
Is he hoping to eventually transform back to Nile reality?
It might happen, but seeing as he's got like 2 points in reality, it's going to be a little harder than... If he does, he may end up having some changes to his abilities, but for now.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's wealthy too, so he's got the whole Bruce Wayne Batman complex thingy going.
Okay. Robert, what can you tell us about Dagon?
Well, Dagon is a dwarf with dreadlocks and a mutton chop mustache. He is currently wearing welder's goggles, which is typically his mask of choice. and a bandana that has these interesting wires and sensors woven into it. He also has a belt that has a lot of interesting wires that seem to run up across his chest and down to a pair of gloves he is currently wearing. And he is sporting a rocket pack over his coveralls. Occasionally now he is seen making some drawings in a book of maybe a future invention.
All right. Well, if we go in order here, I guess we would have to talk about Mark next, since the token for Grunt is right there. I think. All right, we're done talking about Grunt. Go ahead, Mark.
I missed you, Rod. Only because I breathe in between shots. So Grunt he was a Marine sent into the Living Land Zone to try and help some civilians that got trapped during the Axiom Wash, and they met up with some Red Jaw, and in the firefight, his platoon pretty much got wiped out, and he was grievously injured. But he struggled to survive, and Lanala respected his fight for life so much that she blessed him as one of her chosen, and he became an Adinos. Though he's still human, but he transformed to the Living Land, and now he's accepted among the Adinos people as a chosen of Lanala, and as such he went through the death claw ritual. So he wears a loincloth. He's got his body is covered in black charcoal paint, and a green substance that he's using as camouflage paint, but instead of just his face, he's got it all over. And he's just got a loincloth on, and then the obsidian, black obsidian that runs up from the fingernails all the way up to the wrists that mark a death claw Adinos. And if you ask him, is he happy being a human or whatever, he's like, no, I'm a Dinos, and he will insist that he is a Dinos.
So if any of you have ever seen The Good Place, not an Adinos.
He's an Adinos.
Not an Adinos. You are wearing armor though, so I mean the green and black is there is.
Well, no, I don't. I don't have armor because that was cheating when I was playing him in the home game. He has a
sheet still though.
No, creature shell is. Rock shoot armor is just it's rock shoots that's got gaps in it, so you can see the paint through the gaps in the sticks.
I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah.
And the creature shell is will be adding to your current defenses of 11.
Yes. Sometimes.
Okay. See, so now, Mark, we've audited your character since you said you're a dirty, rotten cheater, since you confessed to that earlier.
I did confess to that.
By the way, you guys have a dirty, rotten cheater running a book for you, so just be careful. You got to call him out.
Why are you throwing shade on me for running the book when you can't?
Rod, it's like they always say.
What's that?
All will be well.
All will be well. I think Dan missed that. All right. Liamin, in case Liamin may need to reintroduce himself to everyone. Liamin, why don't you tell us about Pierre?
Pierre is a cyber musketeer, and he has a cyberware arm and wears the little vid visor thing, but his attire looks very much Renaissance Three Musketeer like, and he carries around a GWI Rapier of David, which is like a plasma sword in the style of a rapier. And he likes insulting people.
Ah, he's French.
Yes.
And finally, Mike, Rendir and his pet Nathair,
yes. Rendir is a elf from Isle, also a friend of the dragons, as he has a little drake friend running around with him. He is, you can see, obvious he's in a nice little sorcerer robe type thing with his elven chain. He discovered a bone forged shield out in the Living Land, so he carries that around with him. And We have. He has no other visible weapons at all.
All right.
And got a dragon.
He does have a pet, right?
He has a pet dragon. Yes,
Yeah.
a young dragon.
All right. Do you guys have any questions? Anything else before we get started? Anything that I need to know special about these characters? Okay, I didn't think so. So this is going to start a little bit differently than most of our Delphi missions. You were basically sent in kind of on standby, and you were told you'd be activated later. So it means that you're going to do requisitions before you get the briefing.
Okay.
So, any requisitions, purchases, the usual?
I would like to try to purchase a Webley revolver, I guess.
Okay. I don't think that's that expensive.
It's a 12. So that's streetwise for purchasing, correct?
Yup.
Cole's
Okay.
gonna go ahead and purchase a pair of brass knuckles right off the bat.
Sure. Quick question, Robert, for Dagon.
Yep.
Is he? He's leaving that Techno Demon hide behind,
Yep.
and the Impact Hammer and the Elf Sprayer.
The Owl Sprayer is probably still going to go with him, so yes, he is still going to be a contradiction.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, but he's in the Nile, so he's going to revert back to his just normal.
That's true. Your worst case scenario is the gear transforms. Okay. Any other purchases, requisitions, etc.?
And let's also just face it, Demon Hide in the desert's just hot.
You're probably not.
Let's see. Randir's going to use his requisition to try to requisition a healing drop. It's not quite there. And then I'm going to actually try to purchase
The same. Okay.
anti-venom.
Oh, anti-venom.
Oh, one off.
You have possibilities and cards.
I do. I have lots of supporter cards.
Well, maybe somebody would be willing to trade with you so that you could,
I'll trade you a willpower for a supporter.
Sure. You know what? Because just in case, I will.
All right.
I will just give you the supporter and use the willpower.
There you go.
And boom, we have bought an anti-venom.
And with Wealthy, if you're in your home cosm, you can just go on and buy up to 12.
So Wealthy is going to be a wherever you are.
Okay.
There you go.
I always forget.
No worries. It is 14.
Oh, okay. Then I'm buying a healing drop.
Okay. It is important probably as well. You're going to get some table variation, but for the most part, if you have Wealthy, I will let you be favored for either the purchase or the acquisition rolls, because otherwise the perk doesn't give you a whole lot.
Yeah.
Right? You say, here's your stuff, and then it loses its usefulness down the line. So I don't like doing that to players. I know.
Okay.
I know I'm being nice, but it's only so that I can be more mean later.
X.
He's not lying.
Cole will try to requisition one of them force field belts.
Where is that?
He remembers them being pretty good. They're in 18. They're in the Nile book.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. I may have a modifier on that. Hold on. Because there is some rarity stuff. Let me go look at that real quick. I think some of that is this is harder to get. I'm afraid you're looking at a -4 on that, Dan.
Grunt doesn't plan on requisitioning anything. Could I help intimidate the quartermaster on his behalf?
Sure.
Okay, you say -4 on persuasion.
I'm afraid so.
Okay.
Hang on, let me see if I can intimidate the quartermaster on your behalf.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
All right, so make that a -2.
-2. There it is, -2. All right, and I'm favored.
Are you? Oh, you're wealthy.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't roll a 1. Go for it.
Oh, come on now. -2. Yep, it doesn't matter.
No. He's like, I told you, I just don't have it, and stop him looking at me that way.
Who look at you what way? Oh, this guy?
Short people duck under attack. You be fine.
I mean, he's probably hungry.
Yes, I realize this. That's get out.
Are you sure you don't have a belt? I mean, come on now. Just
And
one.
I am going to try to requisition one other thing. Hold on. Just in case we need a vehicle at some point, I am going to try to requisition an Allenton Roadster.
A car is fine. A tank, not so much.
Yeah, this is a 19. Sincerely doubt I'll get it unless, I'm close. Only a 10.
Only a 10. All right.
I'm not going to worry about trying to up that. Okay.
Oh no. I have Mike's favorite card.
You guys need to do some trades first before we get started.
No, I'll probably use it.
Are you going to screw the party?
Why would I do that?
Okay, so yes. I approve. No worries. All right. So currently, we are going to find ourselves in Alexandria on the coast. Actually, no.
That's Grunt's attuned, by the way.
Okay, so you need me to get that.
Oh, I didn't even look at my cosm.
I'll put that up. There it is. There it is.
Oh no.
All right. I'll get rid of the attuned. I assume you're good, Mark?
You want me to go get it?
I mean, I just put it away. I thought you had already.
I had not. I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to do it. I
Yeah,
will
go
draw
ahead.
one.
Wants me to wait on him hand and foot, guys. Can you believe
Yes, I
that?
do. I have it.
All right, now it's in. So you are sitting. You're in. Where did we just say? Alexandria, sitting in a little cafe. You actually think you hear some shouts and gunfire. In the Nile, shouts are not uncommon. Gunfire's not as rare as one would hope, but this sounds awfully close to you. Suddenly, coming around the corner is what is obviously a shock trooper, holding his belly, blood on his fingers, like his hands are holding his belly together, and it looks like he's kind of got something in his hand, maybe a grenade or something. And he stumbles towards the 5 of you. And which one of you probably is the most charismatic here?
Oh no.
It might be Rendir with an 8.
Yeah.
Well, then it's a
Dagon
tie.
also has an 8.
It's certainly not
Oh, yeah.
Grunt.
No, I knew it wasn't Grunt.
Cole's got an 8 on his charisma as well.
Ooh, we're a good-looking party,
Yeah.
except for that grunt guy.
All right, so Cole, he stumbles up to you, and anyone who has a really, who has a decent mind, which I think is going to include Dagon, is
Yeah.
going to hear him whisper, Eris, which you all recognize. He appears to be trying to identify himself as one of the Delphi Council's Eris operatives, right? They're the ones who basically go deep cover and do whatever they have to. Eris, Mobius, Mukamatura, holds his hand towards you and then just collapses, with a type
I'll
death.
catch him.
What's that?
I said I'll catch him so he doesn't fall to the ground.
Yeah,
What did
no,
he-
he's dead.
What did he say again?
Eris,
Mhm.
Mobius,
There was another word in there.
Hakuna
Mukamatura
Matata.
what was
before
that?
he had his death rattle.
Oh, somebody else was saying something when you said it, but what was the last statement?
Eris,
Mobius.
Mobius, Mukamatura.
Okay.
And since I know someone's going to ask me for the spelling, I went ahead and put that in roll 20.
Okay, thank you.
Hakuna Matata, got it.
As you've captured him, it looks like he has some sort of it looks like a golden apple or something like that in his hand, Dan. Before you get much of a chance to figure out what that is, his pursuers are upon you. So just so you're all aware, I think you can hopefully see where your tokens are.
All right.
I have the card for the shock troopers down there, but 5 of you against a couple of them. This is going to be 3, 5 of them. This is probably going to be over really fast, but we're still going to do this. According to my calculations, the science skill can be used as an interaction this round. The target is the defender's science or mind. The villains will go first, with the approved action being defend, and then after that, you will all take fatigue. It's this desert sun, obviously.
You don't have Dagon up there.
Why not? Oh, you know why? Because I made it earlier, and then you said Dagon. Dagon's a dwarf, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I made you smaller.
Ah, okay.
You're welcome. All right. So that's where we are.
And he should not have 3 shock at this point. Okay.
No, I would think he would not. Cole, you're in front, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yep. So I think this first guy, he's going to move towards you a little bit. And look, somebody else had built this map a long time ago, before, when we thought that this was set on the Nile, because it talked about a river, but it's not. So this is not the Nile. That's just the shore.
So we're just in denial.
Yes.
So this guy is going to move towards you, and it appears he is lobbing a grenade. A 6 against Cole's trick.
Actually does work.
Excellent.
If it's against my trick, it works.
It was against your trick.
I have a 5 trick.
Well, good. That is good. That is good to hear. So let me go ahead then, and I think I'm going to give you a vulnerable.
All right.
Let me move these things here into where I like to put them, because apparently I did not. And then this other guy is going to accompany him, and he's going to shoot at you. You know what? They'll all move up and shoot at you. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll focus fire. So with 4 of them, we're looking at a +3, and you're vulnerable. MP40 short burst is I think it's +2. Let's put the short burst on there.
Yep, Rod's back.
Look at you. What? I'm just saying what I'm doing. That's all. 3, 4, 5. So, a 15 to hit you. I think that's gonna
It's
do
against
it.
dodge. It'll be
It is.
a standard.
Yep, just the standard. 13 will be 2 shock for you, I believe.
Yeah, probably. So I got a
That
12
was
touches.
very sad. That should have been better. All right, why don't you all go ahead, press that fatigue button, and then who would like to go?
Dagon would like to go because I am using my elf sprayer because it makes such a distinctive and horrifying sound
It
to
does.
intimidate these people. I'm shooting it, but not really at them, kind of shooting it in the air to scare the crap out of them.
So
But I'm using science to do it.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, that
Science!
makes sense. If I shoot it right over their heads at a 32.1 degree trajectory,
There will be a 55% chance they will piss their pants.
how many of them are you doing this to?
I'm going to do it to the 4 that shot.
He's going to math 4 of them.
So
Yeah.
-6. Go for it.
Okay. An 18.
Gonna be that kind of day. This was an intimidate.
Yes, I'm using it as an intimidate.
All right, you are 1 away from an outstanding.
Now it goes against their defender science or mind.
Oh, bloody friggin' hell! Is that what that card says?
Yep.
All right, so they see you pulling it out, and as the bullets start flying, they make for the river. They have fled the field of battle. Unfortunately, that doesn't draw you a card though. But
Well,
this other guy, the one he's like, he's in front, and basically the other 4 all did that, hey, everyone take 1 step forward, and they left him here. So that's not great. He's like, ha, I have you now.
We have you now.
Yeah, that the other guys have just.
We? Hey,
yeah,
guys.
it doesn't matter if I didn't get to do a card. I got to use science for this. So
You did. That was awful. All right, so Dagon is all done. Who would like to go next?
Well, Rendir's going to look at the effect of what happened, and he's going to go, "Oh, okay." He's going to pick up a saucer off the cafe table and throw it back at this boy and yell, "Sheep charge!
So you're going for a
sheep
trick?
charge?
Sheep charge!"
Oh, you're going for a trick, I think,
Go
right?
for a trick, yes.
So
Yeah,
I
that's,
heard
standard.
I heard sheep charge.
Sheep charge! Sheep charge! He's vulnerable. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, I knew what you were doing. And your
Mhm.
Drake.
He is going to get a little closer. Boop, boop, boop.
Not gonna be shy.
Fly over here and then give him the old fire breath.
Yeah, he can do that like at 3 meters or something.
5 meters for short. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, go for it. +2.
Oh, so an 11 against his dodge, which
11
is a standard
gonna
hit.
hit dodge. That is a standard. What kind of damage are we looking at?
12 damage, so it looks like some shock.
Yes, I've survived. Cold Grunt and Pierre are left.
All right, there you go.
Grunt's got to close with, so
All right, so
I just kind of
20 is
point
gonna
at him
be
with my
outstanding.
and just.
I think it's a minimum of 16 damage.
Pyro's 14. I got 2 BD, so yeah.
He's down. And we're done. Look at that. That was quick. I did say it was going to be fast.
I'm like,
That's life in the night. Pretty fast.
oh, something happened?
Grunt is very sad. He didn't even get to move forward.
don't worry. Go back to your coffee.
So the other folks are in the area. Obviously, they're running, they're fleeing, etc. What would you all like to do at this point?
See if we can help this guy or if he is totally dead.
He's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Okay.
Like parts of his, some of the parts that should be on the inside are not.
So who's the smartest out of our group?
Grunt raises his hand.
Dagon has a 10 mind, so.
All right, Crow will
11.
pull the apple out of his pouch or whatever. Here, this is what he had, and he tosses it to him.
So when you toss it to him, you realize it actually appears to be carved from some sort of wood. It's not an apple. It doesn't feel like an apple.
Oh yeah, it's fake.
You're holding it. It's a carving, a wood carving of an apple. and it's surprisingly light.
Yeah.
Painted gold.
No, no, the wood itself looks gold.
That's the
maybe we
grain.
have-
That's the grain and natural color of the wood. That's kind of
Apparently.
cool.
maybe we should get off the street
Yes.
and not wait for the tanks.
Well, hold
Yes.
on, I ain't got my coffee yet.
Grunt starts to lift one foot, then lift the other. I can't get off street. How get off street? He starts jumping.
No. Walk that way. Walk that way. Towards the
That-
other end of building.
Oh, okay. Walk that
So
way.
we'll vacate the area for someplace private.
Yes.
Okay. Dagon, the apple is light enough that you would suspect it's probably hollow.
Okay. Once we get somewhere out of the way, I'm going to start truly investigating it.
Yeah, you're smart enough. I'm not going to ask you to roll. You eventually realize if you just twist the stem 3 times, it'll unlock and that should pop it open.
Okay. Check for traps, but then yes.
Looks clear.
Good. Then I'll open
The
it.
apples are great.
There is a handwritten message. It says, "There is no time. My agents have discovered that Dr. Mobius is planning some sort of magical ritual in the deserts of Egypt. I have rough coordinates. My sources say Mobius is cackling mad, screaming about the time is now. Confusing reports. Something about resurrection and a lost spell. I cannot confirm what his plans are, but they must be stopped. Use these coordinates to get to whatever he's planning and stop him at all costs." The note is stamped with the Delphi Council seal and is signed by Jane Campbell, who I believe most of you have probably met, is fairly high up in the Delphi Council in this part of the world.
Well, then I think we should get out to the desert. And
like a plan.
I'm sure that we have some maps somewhere we can get a hold of. I take it this is something we're going to have to fly to.
No, you can probably drive.
Okay. So we'll just have to somehow commandeer a vehicle.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Are there any cars on the road, Rod? Parked?
Yeah.
I walk over to one, see if the door's open.
Yes, of course. Why would the door not be open? This is Alexandria. This isn't Cairo.
Here, we take this one.
I mean, is someone good at stealing cars?
Well, what type of car is it? Will it survive the desert?
Will it survive the desert? Dagon's pretty smart. Probably none of the cars that you have here are ideal for the desert.
Right. That's what I thought. So, I am going to play a card.
Wait, what? Cards? That's a different game.
Come on off there. There we go. What luck. You know, back at my workshop, I have a Jeep that we can use.
Ooh, Land Rover.
One
Yeah,
that I've been working on for a while.
It's not your Jeep.
No, it's one I've been working on for a while.
Yes. And you've probably even gone ahead and left the insignia of the Nile Empire on there so that you can drive it around unmolested.
Exactly.
Okay. Sure. That will easily get you out to where you are going.
Okay.
All right. So we breezed through the fight, and we didn't have to worry about transportation. So we're going to actually call that a scene. And I'm going to be done early this evening, and I'm going to watch some TV. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and, as you all know, I like to say, let's do the card thing. So Mark and Mike are each going to go back to 5 cards, and then you guys are free to recycle one.
I'm going to
So,
keep
Rod,
what I got. Or wait, 1, 2.
you like
Yeah.
Marvel? Have you watched it today? There you go. You got some
Rod doesn't do trailers.
Oh,
it's
no,
not
I
a
don't
trailer.
do trailer.
It's the first episode.
Oh, did Moon Knight finally drop?
Yes.
I
first
thought that was
episode.
next week.
Nope.
Guys, I gotta go. Something's come up.
You
No,
said
that's
you'd
not
find
true,
something
but
to watch. I just figured I'd help you out.
I am going to very quickly, if you don't mind, send a picture of it to my son, because he's been, actually everyone here knows Michael John. He has been looking forward to this show so much.
I can understand that. I had the entire run of Moon Knight, so.
The thing
Moon
is,
Knight was a cool comic.
Mhm.
he doesn't. That's, you know, he just likes the idea of it a whole lot. So, I think it was next week. Thank you, Dan.
Yep, you're welcome.
You know what I'm going to do? To say thank you, I'm going to give myself a possibility to make things more interesting for you tonight, Dan.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? I mean, I'm not going to give you the possibility. That would be silly. You're in the Nile Empire, for crying out loud. You got 5 cards.
All right, and no shock now, right?
Correct. The shock has gone away.
Yeah, the shock of being shot at. Oh, a grenade. Ooh.
So, at this point, you all know where you're going. You don't know what you're looking for. You just know that Mobius wants it. So that's a traditional Nile Empire scenario, I would say.
Yeah.
Right? So we are going to arrive in the desert. And it looks like the coordinates have taken you to some sort of dig site. A dig site that, well, it might be something like this. Obviously, you all know I like flavor tabletops, right, most of the time. So what are you going to do? There's a lot of diggers here, a lot of Nile Empire troops. And ultimately, you guys are going to have to find a way to determine first what they're doing, what they're digging into, and you know, can you get there? So, you all know I like to do the DSR. I put it up here. Hopefully, you can all see. I tried a nice bright color for you, Mark. I think
I'm
that
fine.
contrast-
Appreciate you.
And I put base DN as 10. If you want to use different skills, of course you can. The DN's probably going to be higher than 10. So, shall we
I have a
jump in?
9 stealth with 1 ad in it.
So you had 2 ads.
I did until I realized that Chosen to Lenala requires an ad in Faith.
Oh yeah, it absolutely does. Well, good thing you did that before we started play, so you weren't cheating again. Oh man, I'm just gonna keep recycling that. That's good. Thank you.
That's gonna last for a while.
Yep. All right. So shall we see what Destiny holds or what the drama deck holds?
Yeah, sounds good.
Calm before the storm. So we do have an A and B. However, the heat getting out here, the AC was obviously not working in the Jeep. I need you all to take fatigue.
Well, it's a Jeep.
Push that fatigue button.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's dry heat. Much better than jungle.
Is it?
No,
I don't know.
no, it's not.
No, it's not. But do you know what you did not have at all? Grunt, nothing tried to eat you on your way here.
That doesn't mean I'm not expecting it.
No, you should expect it, but it hasn't happened. Normally it happens a couple times a day. It hasn't happened
That
yet.
just means it's something really big. We're in something's really big's territory, because when little things don't try to eat you, that means there's a really big thing that's going to try and eat you.
That's probably correct.
Fan orbs.
What? Grunt has no idea.
Yeah.
So,
No, I know.
who is our stealthiest boy?
I got a 9, 1 ad.
I got a 10, no ad.
It sounds like we're playing a game of whist or something and we're bidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. So do we have?
Truthfully, either of you would be fine.
Yeah.
We got an A and a B. So who has?
I mean,
Oh,
I have an 8 in stealth with no ads, and then I have an 11 in scholar that is an ad.
Yeah. See, the other thing we could do is we could do just the A, because I have a step B in my hand, and we can bring it out next turn if we need to.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I've got a scholar of 12, so I could just do that separately.
that would be so much better. So
Well, Dan, why don't you
One
do
of
the
you two.
stealth then? Because you got it made on the number. As long as you don't roll poorly, we're
Well,
fine.
there is that.
Well, I mean, you just screwed it up for me.
Now the good news.
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
now it's your
bump-
fault, not mine.
There's several of you here, so Dan, we're going to bump that DN up to a 14.
Okay.
So we need
and
to.
Oh, well,
I will see
let
if
me-
I can assist him.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna be sneaky.
Are we? No.
I didn't help.
I start sneaking. I was like, the rest of you guys might want to do the
Nope.
same.
No.
No.
Ooh.
Shh, quiet. Big things eat things, make noise. Quiet. Don't step there.
All right. So what do you got?
So you
Wait,
get a
what?
+2.
Just in case something terrible happens, I'm going to go ahead and put you all down here. All right, so I'm looking at a +2, right?
Yep.
And we said the DN's going to be that good old 14. So go for it, Dan.
I didn't do it. Come on now, submit.
See, there you go.
But you need 2 more.
Yep. Just 2 more, right?
No, base DN is 10, and he's using stealth.
Right,
It is,
but
I said we're going to bump that up to a 14.
Ah,
but then you brought it down to a 12.
Well, I mean,
Well, no, I
added
told
the
him to take a +2 instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. it is.
oh,
We still need
okay.
to get to
well,
14.
shit. All right, so we're
I
still getting to
realized-
14.
So yeah, while we've always done it correctly for stealth, there's an easier way to do it. Adjust the DN so that if you end up with more people helping, the players can get a better delta on the number for helping.
There we go.
That's not terrible.
Wow. I have a well. We don't have card play at this point.
Not yet. All right, so you'll manage to kind of negotiate, your way in. You can read the camp. You can get to a tent so that you can try to figure out what the hell are they doing here. And that's really where our profession scholar role is going to come in, possibly on the next card. You're all going to pull a card, and then death from above. We don't have to worry about the elevation. However, the heroes will go first and will be up, and the card has B, C, and D.
Ooh.
Well, you're up.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking too is we can have one person try C, and we don't know what D is. And I could do B separately because I can play my card and go.
I got a 13 strength, so I could definitely do C.
And then we have to wait for it. Or we do B and C separately, and then we wait for whatever D is going to be. Either
I got
way.
no shot. I can't do multiples because I got nothing on the profession.
Well, why don't you play your step B and yeah.
Mhm.
So the only thing is the step B, I don't think it gives you, because it says that the character can attempt even if another character has tried and failed. I don't think it basically lets you. It's not like that other card that says you get the backup plan that lets you hit it twice.
Yeah, there's
Somebody
still only one
tried-
person making
Well,
an attempt.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I do have a hero
Gotcha.
card in my pool if you would like to trade for it. And then you could probably get step B and C with the up and a hero card.
That's true.
That's probably true. Yes. Well, let's try that.
So, let
So
me
here-
trade you that.
Yeah.
Oh, it went to the table.
Oh, that's okay.
Easy.
It's gonna get maybe.
I'll take it. I'm yeah.
For the record, I got an action in my hand, and they're in my pool, and I've got a drama in my hand that I'm going to put pool at the end of this.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to roll the strength, which is going to be my lower.
At a -2. Right? 2 steps.
Yes. -2.
Don't get the up.
That's not very good.
We're going to hit the up. Oh, this is where we're going to blow things up here.
You're going to go from like a 5 to a 6 or something.
You could go for a.
Close.
You almost hit it on the number, Rod.
So that's better. I will play that hero.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Gonna hit a 9 now.
Last roll. Was
I think this
12.
is gonna go for you. Yep.
There we go. That gets both of them.
All right, so you're able to kind of interpret some maps that they have here at the dig site. They seem to have found an entrance into some ancient type of tomb, and from there you're able to kind of lead everyone back, over to it, and pull the stone so that you're able to get where you're going. I assume everyone's going to pull a card. And right as you finish doing that, a couple of soldiers, right, show up. And they're like, hey, what are you all doing here? Which is our step D, obviously.
Could they be intimidated instead of persuaded?
That's entirely possible. It's a little harder to do. It's jammed. We have A and B only, and the heroes will be confused. I'm confused. So, that's not great for all of you.
Well, I mean, if we want to try and intimidate them, I have a 12 intimidate. So, who's got what persuasions do we have out there?
I only have an 8 persuasion, but I have an 11 intimidate with ads. So I can assist you in your intimidation.
I'm looking at a 9 for the persuasion.
I have a 9 persuasion and a 13 trick.
What do we want to do?
I think we're probably looking at a 14 for the other skills. But, probably a 12 trick, probably the 14 intimidate, because look, if they let you all in here and someone finds out, they could get killed. So I think that's, it'd be 10, 12, 14. We don't have a step D, but if someone wants to try for a card, you guys are all welcome too.
Persuade for a card, somebody.
Well, actually, I was just going to trick, hopefully for a card, but also to distract them for just a moment.
Yeah, go for it.
And basically get down on my knees and go, Your Imperial Majesty.
Could I intimidate for a card, just to intimidate, not to go for the D?
One person, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Intimidate's approved action.
But we're not in a fight.
Okay. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
It's an approved action. It's just, but we're not in a fight, so.
I am going to go on and spend the possibility just so.
Sure, you just traded a possibility for a card.
Yeah, I know, but I'm also trying to keep them delayed.
Wait, what number do you need to get to, Robert?
What did you
Trick
say?
with 12.
I got an action.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Here we go. I will help. We're
Okay.
not worthy. We're not worthy.
They're like, what are you talking about? So sure. So go ahead. Draw yourself a card, Robert.
Okay, thank
I
you.
hate to bring it up, but we're confused.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, thank you.
So
Never
let me
mind.
go on and spend the possibility only because, I was going to do it anyway because for me, it's just more.
Don't get worse.
Yeah, I'm trying to prevent things from getting worse. And so with the possibility.
Yeah, Lehman shaves his beard and he's a stickler for the rules.
A 21.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, so go ahead, draw your card.
Liam and I approve of your honesty, sir.
Have you played a paladin yet in Torg, Mark? I don't think you have. You
I have
talk
not.
about it all the time.
Yep.
I play lots of
I haven't built him yet.
Okay. Starting to think it's never going to happen. All right. I assume you've all pooled cards at this point. So
Yes.
card number 4, backs to the wall. You'll go first, and we do have a step D.
Okay, did somebody want to try for the persuasion or something else?
Well, persuasion is probably a better shot because I heard some 9s or 10s out there, and the number is 10.
Yeah.
And intimidate's going to be 2 over my number, so
We can try.
the delta's better there for a persuasion.
Anybody trained in persuasion?
I'm trained in persuasion.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
go for
you
it.
just drew the
Go for it, Robert. Because I got
Okay.
cards to help you out if we need.
Persuade them that you're not worthy.
And so it's just a 9.
And now I can help.
Now you can help with the supporter. So that will be a 12.
Right? So he's turned a supporter card into a +1 for you. Or, oh, wait, you were going for the persuasion, weren't you?
Yeah, I was doing persuasion.
Oh, okay. I thought you were helping him, and I'm like, I
No.
don't know I'd do the card that way, but okay. Yeah, so you guys can give him some cock and bull story. You know, there's our Jeep. We're obviously here with the Empire, and, the Pharaoh sent us to scout this out ahead of time.
Ain't the
Look,
best
we
way
kept the
down this way?
insignias on there.
They want us to give him your names as the people who delayed us, and they find work to do.
Yes.
Basically, these are grunts, and they think an officer has showed up. And when
They're
an
not-
officer shows up, grunts
have-
that are gold brickers, they're going to go somewhere else.
I have no brothers.
I didn't say. Okay, out of character description.
All Adinos are your brothers.
Yes, but those not Adinos.
They are not Adinos. They're a
I am Adinos.
Not an Adinos.
Now I want a baby dragon. Sorry, dinosaur that goes, not the Adinos, not the Adinos.
That's right.
So you kind of get past them, and now you're standing in front of what is the true entrance to the tomb. You've already figured out the how to get past that exterior trap that was there. You've gotten the rocks out of the way. You're standing in front of it. You just have to get the door open. That's not going to be hard to do. I don't need you guys to do a roll. I just need to know who's in front opening the door.
Grunt will put his back into it and just shove the rock aside or lift it or however it swings, moves, or otherwise opens.
Okay. So as Grunt is pulling up this large stone, there's this almost like some sort of crack and this hissing noise as air
Snake!
rushes into the tomb.
Finally, giant snake. It's giant snake territory. We get eaten by giant snake.
Gas mask.
No, this was air rushing in.
I know, but still, there's no telling what's in that tomb. So gas mask.
Okay, so
Get
you have a
mine
gas. All right, well, that went as well as could be expected.
Adjust the tool belt and get ready to go in.
All right, then we're gonna head in, and I have a sort of kind of looking tombish thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Look at that.
It looks very tombish.
Yeah, I thought so. It wasn't. It's so hard to find things that are just right, but you do what you can. So you appear to be in some sort of entryway. I assume, Grunt, you went in first.
Well, it's dark in there and I can't really see, but I will step into the limits of my vision and light. Poised and ready for the snake that I know is in there because I heard it hiss.
My
Sure.
helmet lights turn green as we step in.
I'm sorry, Dan, what was that?
Said the helmet light eye sockets turn green as I step in.
Okay. So the two of you went in. Why don't you both give me an alertness roll?
Alertness?
Alertness?
Not alertness. That's the name of the card. Give me a find roll.
Okay.
There we go.
Unless you're playing an alertness card, but I don't think you want it.
I have toes.
Do you?
I do. No, I know I have toes because I can see them. I'm looking at them.
Sorry, do you still? So, as the two of you are stepping in, all of a sudden, the floor, like you hear this click noise, and the floor sinks about this far. You hear a couple of clicks.
Good man. I don't think that's a
jump
good
back.
thing.
Nothing happens.
Something always happened.
No,
Why
nothing happened.
Something always happened. This
Try
is
it
very bad.
again.
So
What was
apparently the
it?
floor in here is a shoddy workmanship. It's sinking. No, nobody.
Do we have a light source?
I
I
could
can
create
see
one
just
for us
fine.
if we need it.
Not see, but something click. Snake not attack yet.
Wait, you need light in here? It's not that dark in here.
No, what are they talking about?
Yeah, that's a good point. I do need to bring the darkness token. Thank you for-
Short man make fun of Grunt. Grunt not like short man.
Well, here, let me see what happened.
Right.
Well, I mean, I looked. I didn't see anything. But you can give it a shot.
Rock click.
Yeah.
Step on
pretty
rock,
much.
rock go click. Usually loud boom follow click. But
Yes.
no boom.
Maybe you should try it again.
Okay. Grunt walks a little further.
Grunt,
So,
don't-
yeah, I
don't
mean,
jump
you
up and
get
down.
kind of, it seems to be Grunt's first 3 paces. Every time you move from like one large flagstone to another, it sinks just that tiny little bit, and you hear another click. Step on the third one.
Stop.
What?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
Can I use evidence analysis to see if I can find the trap?
Well, I'm afraid finding the trap would be fined.
We found it.
Find. Okay.
trap's
Well,
right
yes,
here.
you found it.
You would like to know
I
what
will
it
let you roll
does.
evidence analysis for something else, and I'll tell you what you find or learn based on what you roll.
Evidence
No.
analysis for how it
Cole,
functions.
Cole has no
I
clue.
did a really bad job.
Exactly what
there.
the evidence analysis would be for.
Yeah, and I did a bad job.
Yeah,
GM,
you
you've
but you
used
can
the
still give me the EA if you'd like, Robert.
Okay, well, I was thinking of something else for in a moment, but I'll go in and do the EA.
I mean, we're going to use a GMD to figure out what this does.
Use a what?
A grunt mine detector.
Yes.
Oh, you're just going to charge across and see what happens?
Well, I mean, he said stop. I've stopped. I haven't moved yet.
So, Dagon, there is clearly a trap, and you could possibly even pry up the flagstone, that 1st one. And there's, some very old metallic, basically like some sort of wire that seems to have been made, and it goes side to side. Now that you've gotten under here, you could kind of follow its path to the wall. As you go up the wall, you see a couple of little bolt holes.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the darkness. You can see it looks like there's like very old crossbows in these, and they seem to be misfiring.
Gotcha.
Very old crossbows.
Okay. So it looks like we have some very old crossbows here, and they're misfiring, but I don't know how many of them are going to misfire. But now that I can see where the bolt holes are, about what height are they?
I mean, they're mostly they would hit everybody else, but there's a chance that one of them would hit you.
Okay.
It looks like they're aimed for center mass. Let's make sure we're shooting people. There's evidence of maybe they have been poisoned at some point, but whatever's there is long since dried up and has probably become useless.
So
Gotcha.
are all the bolt holes about the same level? And
I mean,
Center
there are
masses.
a couple that do like this. It's
No,
So we
they're
couldn't
scattered
just-
so everybody gets shot at.
so we couldn't just crawl through the
I was
whole
gonna say,
thing
so,
and they go off. then.
Well, no. The good news that Dagon can tell this trap is so old that it's failed.
Yeah, it's failed.
Oh, okay. I walk on the third one.
Click, nothing.
Oh, see, all fine. Let's go. Just watch out for Snake.
Well, we are in Egypt, so yes, watch out for snakes
Snake is crafty. I heard him.
And-
He retreated from door when we opened.
and scarab beetles.
Scorpions.
Beetle?
Don't forget
No,
scorpions.
beetle
Oh,
fine.
scorpions
Scorpions, yes.
and those giant sandworms. I saw that in one of those documentaries from Core Earth.
No, never mind.
Tremors.
Tremors is a documentary. Oh.
All right. Technically, I should have had you do the card thing before we did that trap, but none of you spent any cards, so the game state is not corrupted. So, Mike, why don't you pick up 2? Robert, kill one of those that you got, and then we can all recycle.
That is the one I'm getting rid of. I'm okay with the ones I have.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else recycling? Everyone happy?
Yeah,
You know what? I'm going to recycle this because I was holding on to it because we were in a car and we might have used it. And I really want to use it because I want to use it. But
someone might be the only one.
I've seen it used a few times.
yeah,
but-
I've seen it used a couple times.
All right.
Oh, good trade.
Yeah. I'm going to go look.
I got a connection. I like having connections. They're fun.
I mean, we might be past the point where it's useful, but sure.
Hey, you
I don't
never
It
know.
might be his mummy in there.
No, Mark, I've read the scenario. I know. It's right in this book here that you kind of can't see because of the background thing I have.
Of Dr.
Mobius,
Mobius, yes.
No,
It's trying to
but
keep
the
you
background
from-
you've chosen where you're sitting, your head is exactly where Mobius's
Yeah,
head
no,
would
I
be.
said that earlier.
Oh, did you? I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like I did it on purpose.
Almost like you did it on purpose.
Almost. Not completely, but when I saw it was going to work out that way, I was like, yeah, I do not need to crop this image because I was thinking I might. So now I just need to,
There you go.
It does look like you can kind of follow this entryway. There is a large kind of gateway at the back of the room. It is going to get darker the further in you go.
I will turn on my rapier so it will
Oh,
have
look, light.
glowing light.
How much glowing light does that give you, though? I wouldn't think.
I
enough
don't know.
Yeah.
Enough for me to see what's close.
It's like
There's a reason.
carrying one of
that-
the extra large glow sticks.
Yeah, there's a reason that we don't really see heroes and villains from a particular saga that is very, very copyrighted, and we don't want to get a cease and desist, using their laser swords as flashlights.
Yes. But I'm double checking something before I say I can do it.
Don't you have the
Weird
MacGyver
science.
perk?
Yep, I'm going to create us a light source.
Yay!
Why do we need a light source? I can
Yep.
see just fine.
Because things come eat you in dark. You want to see teeth when they come to chew on you.
And
Not
this
see
is
teeth
just
hurt
a
more.
Standard
But
roll.
But I can see your teeth.
Not see teeth hurt more.
Yep. So I can create us a light source that will provide a good
Alright.
quantity of 360 light.
A good quantity. How do we know it's a good quantity?
Because
Well-
it gets rid of the -4.
It gets rid of the -4. Exactly.
Oh, -2.
Basically,
Yeah,
it's a floating light glow.
Because we had a standard success and not a good success.
Oh, okay. So if I need to get a little bit higher,
I don't think so.
You want
Until
action?
something terrible happens
Oh,
and the
wait.
light goes out.
hold on a second. I am favored on this. And what did I originally roll?
We just need to get
We rolled a 7.
Liam's cat to headbang.
Let me. I'm going to go on. If I need to spend a possibility,
Okay,
I
Robert.
will. If I need to spend a possibility, I will. But I'm favored on this science.
Yeah,
roll,
let's be
so
favored.
let's
I
see
got
if
an
can do
action
any
for
better.
Oh, jeez.
That was
Even worse. But I'll go and spend the possibility because I do that with this character all the time.
Yes, you do.
Lehman, if you sit a little lower or the cat sits a little taller, the back of the cat's head will look like your beard.
Yeah.
If you
It's-
do that,
it's-
it would help me. All right, how do we look with that possibility?
19.
All right, yes. So that will. So now it's this nice bright light,
Oh, I wish you would
probably
have
some
warned me
sort
before you
of
did
chemical
that.
light.
It's a 1980s Dune, glow light that's hovering.
All right, so you have some light, and you can see this archway. There's like inscriptions and hieroglyphs and stuff all over it.
Okay.
Talkie man, read this.
Yeah, he is the smart one.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know hieroglyphs yet.
Yeah, it's hieroglyphs or the linguist perk.
Not this character.
Or
And they're just pictures, right?
Yeah, sure, just pictures.
hold on.
I mean, there may be some hieratic in there.
And does these two look like droids to you?
They're not droids. Yeah, Mike. What are we holding on for?
Gain language.
Gain language.
Read,
great
write, and
spell.
speak. So I
Okay.
will cast. I will spend the time because it'll take a minute to cast. We'll cast gain language.
Go for it.
We have a good result. So +2 skills added to reading the language.
Would 3 more get you to an outstanding result?
No, that's a D and 8.
Ah, okay. So I'm the number.
And you don't have a +2 built in there, right?
I do not have a +2 built in.
Okay. All right. So it's definitely. I guess you could read it, and it seems to say that the usual curses upon anyone who enters here. Do not disturb the rest of the pharaoh. Do not disturb the pharaoh's bride. Do not try to take the spells from the Book of the Dead. All the usual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although that spells from the Book of the Dead might be a little less usual.
We have Gotag book. What? Why take?
And then the final thing that you'd read, parts of that have crumbled away. But it mentions something about a servant using the gift of service to help his pharaoh. But I'm afraid there's nothing really explaining what any of that is.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a number of just random weird symbols kind of spread throughout it here and there.
It's the really important part. This is if you donate your soul to the gift of service to your pharaoh, then all these good things will happen. So we got a lot of light now, right? I'd go through the gate.
All right. I assume everybody else, follows you.
Oh yeah. follow
Yes.
suit.
Are the floor flags or tiles or whatever, are they the same here as they are in the rest of the hall that were making clicking noises?
No, that was just the entry, just as you were kind of going into the entryway.
Okay.
So, by the way, you should all have cleared this shock that you have. I forgot to tell you to do that. You can tell I have not run online, well, on a stream, in quite a while. So I forget to remind you of stuff. So I'm going to ask each of you, as you're going through this thing, I'm afraid there's no visible effect. And Grunt being the first through isn't going to give anything away. So I would think we're probably going to have several of us through, unless anyone has an alert in his card.
I cannot be surprised.
You're not surprised, but I need a willpower roll from everybody.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't going to go well.
As no one really tried to detect any of the magic inherent in this stuff going on.
Right. I mean, I do have Sixth Sense. That's the only thing.
What does that do?
It means. Hold on. I had it up here just a moment ago.
Can you tell me what the effect of failure? I'm assuming a 10 is the target. Can you tell me?
A 10 is the target.
Are we? Can you tell me what the effect is before I decide whether or not I want to go with a 9? Or is it stymied, very stymied, or something a little more?
Yeah, well, I was going to ask,
substantial.
Is better?
Better's always better.
That is all you need.
Rod,
Just want to pass.
I received premonitions about things that are about to occur in the next few seconds. I'm never flat-footed, and I cannot be surprised.
So you don't have to roll.
Okay.
As they're going through, you realize Give me actually, you know what, Robert? Give me a find roll.
Okay.
I'll play the action, Rod. I'm
And
making
I-
a 12. I got a
so
feeling
am
I
I.
don't want to be.
Only reason, Robert, that I figured I was asking for the find roll was to see if you get that premonition soon
Yeah.
enough to stop anybody else.
Yeah.
So you stop. You realize there's some sort of magical trap built into all those random symbols,
Mhm.
and you think it would cause some degree of confusion.
Okay.
Is
So
there any-
after everyone goes past, wait! There's a trap!
What?
Rendir also put an action down to get that.
Okay. So who failed?
I used a possibility to
failed.
go to make it.
Lehman, you're the only one who failed, right? Because
Yes.
there was you failed, a possibility, a card, and Dagon is like, I don't want to go through here. So I need you to randomly, Lehman, I need you to randomly discard a destiny card. And we're gonna leave your hand limit size at 4
The
for
4.
the
Okay.
rest of this scenario.
So I'll just
Ooh.
roll
Yeah,
it.
Mark, that's why when you were asking how bad it is, I was like, it's bad.
That's a nice curse.
Yes. Fortunately, it's only while you're inside the tomb. Dagon, you've just figured out that, Pierre's looking kind of confused. He's looking like Grunt, right?
Gotcha.
Grunt is not confused. Grunt knows exactly. He's a Dinos. He knows this. Do not handle dead things. Lanala is best. He's not confused.
So Pierre, you are not an Adinos.
No, Pierre, not a Dinos. Grunt a
No.
Dinos.
Do you happen to know any alteration magic?
No.
I actually have one add in alteration magic.
Nice.
You think you might be able to use alteration to disable this thing?
Then I will, unless
The reason you didn't do that before we walked through?
Rendir. Well, I saw it as you walked in.
You're supposed to do something.
Thought you were the
Yeah,
smart
I can,
one of the
I can
group.
take care of that.
What part is traps? Little hole on wall is traps. What part of arch is traps?
Those symbols.
Well, we just shoot the symbols, right?
I kind of stare at the symbols that he
well, no,
points
no,
at
well,
for a minute, just to get them set in my mind, so I don't.
So Rod, would you like an alteration roll?
If someone's going to try it, yeah, it's a DN 18.
I will
Wow.
assist.
Go for the assist.
All right, so go for the assist.
I have a drama card if you would like, if you want to make sure you turn it off.
We got this. Oh.
Nope, I did not assist.
You did not.
Wow.
And you can go ahead and take some shock and be very stymied.
Yep.
Yuck. I think
So
that's
we're
in the magic axiom.
Still at an 18, huh? Okay. We got this. Boom.
Nicely
Ooh,
done.
Nicely done. Yeah.
So yes, you have disabled it. You will not have to worry about it hitting you again on the way out.
I would like to.
have a longer lasting effect.
I would like to point out that Dagon caused you to have a minus on that, but you still disabled it.
With
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Lehman.
you kind of go through the archway, pass down this little hallway, and come into a very large, what looks to be fairly grandiose chamber. You see 2 sarcophagi. No, sorry, not even sarcophagi. Basically just almost like stone coffins. They don't even they're not even etched or decorated or anything else. But the room is large and could have been stored with all sorts of stuff. But apart from the boxes, it's empty.
Don't many of these tombs have like fake areas?
How should I know? I don't
Fake.
usually go to tombs all that often.
Well, I don't either. That's why I'm asking others. I just remember having read, in Archaeology Today that they typically have.
Archaeology
You read
Today.
a book on archaeology today?
Well, I have
Tomb
an
Raider.
extensive library.
Tomb Raider journal.
Yes, Tomb Raider Journal
Well, I
Volume
played
5.
Tomb Raider.
So we should look for secret doors.
Yes.
What is? Hidden. Oh, hidden. Okay.
So
It's like game.
We're leaving the stone, basically large stone coffins alone.
For right now.
Okay.
So just looking around.
Yeah, sure. It's funny, but at the bottom there is actually at the back of the chamber, there are some stones that you can push in, and when you do, the floor with a grinding noise, kind of goes down, giving you a ramp to go further in.
Ah, secret door.
Secret door.
Yes.
Okay. Grunt goes down the ramp. As long as the light illuminates the path forward, Grunt will continue to move forward. When
Yes.
the light stops, when Grunt reaches the edge of the illuminated area, Grunt will stop because the light is not accompanying Grunt anymore.
Mhm.
And teeth that bite in dark hurt more.
The light will be with you.
And also with you.
Sorry, just sounded like you were in church for a second there.
No, that was the whole thing. The light will be with you.
Anyway,
If you have a flyer.
Maybe I should have had the Eilish person do that.
The light of do not be with you. Yep, tromp down the ramp until things change or the light stops accompanying me.
this is actually a smaller chamber. And there is a bier with a fairly, ancient corpseified body on it.
Do we want to check out the sarcophagus that we've left behind us in case we have to make a hasty retreat before we?
I'm hoping that it's not a trap that seals us in here.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Grunt doesn't know. All right, tromp.
Well, remember, you can always share your concerns out of character to smarter characters.
Well, but Grunt's crafty.
Yeah.
See, there might be.
Your snake may be hiding in there.
Well, there might be hidden warriors in boxes. Do we want to leave boxes unopened?
Would anyone tell Grunt that there's dead things in the boxes?
Well, I was about to. I mean, yes, there could be undead in those boxes.
Oh, I'm not Gotak. Anyone Gotak?
Don't know exactly what a Gotak is.
Handle dead things.
Oh, they're a trash man. Okay.
No.
Well, okay. So Grunt,
Wait.
you would know that Rendir does have a Boneforged shield, which is usually a sign of.
That's
some
right.
Sort of Gotek.
Rendir Gotak. Rendir can open.
Apparently, yeah. I'm like what? But yeah, there might be.
That's right.
there
You
might
do
be
have a
dead
bone.
things in there.
Well,
Yes.
do you want to go back and open it before we deal with this chamber?
Well, I don't know if we have to leave quickly and enemies inside box. That might be bad.
I'll go assist
But-
whoever decides to stick back.
Then let's go back and check those boxes.
So you'd like me
But
to?
let me
okay.
first see if there are traps on them.
Okay.
Gotak will open.
So find.
Sure. Looks clear.
So I will
Do we
take-
think a 15 might be better, Rod?
No, it looks clear.
Okay.
So I will take my Gore-Tex and open it up.
Your
Take your
Gore-Tex?
Yeah, I'm a Gotak. I'm Gore-Tex, right?
What's
Gotak.
What's your
I'm
board?
I'm just opening it up. He called me a
I'm
Gotek.
going to
I
have
no
to
idea.
get him now.
I have
some
no idea what a
Gore-Tex.
Gotek is.
I'm going to have to get him now some Gore-Tex gloves.
Exactly.
Vortex. That's what he said. Got it. I was like,
Am I mumbling?
No, I heard you say Gore-Tex.
Gore-Tex. Okay. Yeah.
So it's basically there's a mummy, right?
I guess the other one's got the daddy.
Oh, this is burial ground. No, put back. We ask Lanala for peace as wheel turn. Great
Actually,
cycle.
they could be undead. The Nile is known for bodies that get up and walk around.
Are you really concerned with that?
Not
No.
really.
Rex Dalek? Rex Dalek not here.
You sure? I mean, I can just put a bullet right through the brain pan here.
I mean, I just suggest we don't steal anything from
Not
them.
kill something already
Oh,
dead.
no. Wait, I will close it back up.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Go-
were a certified
tech smart.
archaeologist, then you could.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. But I don't. Yeah, these are not the droids we're looking for, as someone said.
Okay,
You-
no,
I
not
think we're looking
enemies.
for a book.
No,
You're
no, no.
opening up the second box as well.
Yes.
That one also has a mummy, but it appears to be holding some sort of scroll in its hands.
No, don't do it. No, no.
Just
No,
because you
you're-
read a book on archaeology today doesn't mean you're an archaeologist now.
Dagon, this scroll is ancient.
I
Grunt
think
physically
this-
restrains Dagon.
No,
Don't
no, no.
do that.
I think this is what Mobius is after.
No, don't do that. Gotak has to pick it up.
Oh, okay. I'll pick it up.
Or
I'll pick up the scroll. Oh my gosh, sure.
or Rainier, you could just burn it. I mean, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I can do
I'll
that
grab
too.
it.
So I mean, you just tell me what you want done.
I'll take the scroll.
Is curse picture on tomb? I start looking at the box to see if the symbol that was on the archway that caused us problems is written on the box.
No. Not that Grunt can tell.
Not
Is-
that. Okay, then we're good.
Is
Mark,
is
Looks
the
clear.
is the scroll, is it sealed?
So it is so ancient that as you start to touch it, right, some bits of it flake off into your hand.
Ooh.
And it says the soup is poisoned.
As you do that, all of a sudden, right, the whole area shakes, tremor, exactly what you expect. And before you're able to really do anything else, the mummy drops the scroll and rises before you.
I offered to
So-
put a bullet in his head first, and y'all said no. So
Yeah,
it's on you.
but you did it. All right, so I'm going to put you over here. I need all of you to roll willpower with a -2.
We're fine. We have Gotak. Gotak take care of this.
Ooh.
I'm just going to make some assumptions here.
Oh.
Oh, wow, Grunt. Huh. I would not have expected Grunt to make it.
I have a spirit of 9.
Yeah, I guess you do.
I mean, so do I. And 2 willpower, and I still got a 1. Because I didn't add in the -2.
Yeah, Dagon missed it.
It
Gotak
looks like
Rendier take.
everybody missed it except for Grunt.
Gotak Rendier take care of this. It'd be fine. You see.
All right, so there is now a mummy standing right in front of you. And it's probably about to do something bad to you, Rendier.
Ooh.
Into the air. Well, we don't have to worry about that. The heroes will go first, and the villain will ignore fatigue.
Oh, fantastic.
I thought so. Our approved actions are maneuver and trick.
Ooh, fantastic. I like that.
Who would like to go first?
Grunt's getting ready to rip it apart. So go ahead, Rendier. Do your Gotak thing.
I will. I will cast. I'm going to cast Diminish on the Zamummy.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a possibility on that. That's right.
Timing.
Go tech action.
Gotak action.
No modifier. Last roll
Makes me
was-
want to watch Avengers now.
I just watched all 4 over the weekend.
Did you?
How's the 19 look against willpower spirit for that? Mummy.
Standard success.
All right. It is. Let's see. I'll probably hit the dex because that's usually the first thing. So dex is going to be -2,
All
and
right.
then I'm going to get away. I will leave combat.
Yep, and become vulnerable.
That is correct.
All right, so Rendier is running and screaming.
Yes.
It's not
and-
how Gotek deal with.
How this go tag does.
Grunt have to do
And
everything by himself.
My little red buddy is going to come over here and take a defensive posture in front of me.
You're not going to
Okay.
burn it with fire?
No, we're fine.
All right. So he's defending. Who's next?
I got to go take care of Dragon, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop fire on it.
Okay.
11's not going to be enough, is it?
Neither will a 7, since you're very stymied.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Its dodge is only a 6, though.
So.
That is actually a good point. A 7 is enough.
So that's only 14.
I
which
said
I'm
it,
sure-
and then I was like, yeah, no, he doesn't have a 7. I should go look. Huh. Success.
What was that?
Standard.
Yeah, it's only 14 damage.
Why don't you give me a bonus die on top of that?
All right.
Vulnerable to fire. Ha ha ha.
Target toughness is that 13?
13 is correct.
Daddy, I'm gonna throw this away. It's
Okay.
Nope, he's good. No shock.
away.
And I'm going to step away to take Dragon out. He's not been feeling too good here lately, so don't want to keep him waiting.
All right. Give me 1 second here.
Okay. If you have ranged or want to put conditions on it, feel free. I'm going to go up there and just rip him a new one because I
I'm
don't.
gonna try.
I mean, his unarmed is an 8. This can't possibly go badly for me. And I've not put the jinx on me because Rod's muted right now.
I am. Cassie was coming in to say goodnight. And I'm like, why are you making that face? She goes, I just drank spoiled milk.
Ah!
Ooh.
So I gave her some of my tea, which normally she doesn't like, but she's like, this is better.
It is absolutely better.
I think it was spoiled low carb milk too. Rachel got some low
It
carb.
wasn't actually milk.
No, probably not.
Whitewash in a jug.
Before Grunt tries to rip it apart, I am going to try to trick it by pulling out some matches and lighting them and flicking them at it.
Sure, go for it.
Take that.
Low rent fireball.
Exactly. And I don't have my stymie listed, so I'm just going to put -4 in.
Okay.
No, even though it has a low trick, I did not do it.
No, that I'm afraid did not work.
And I'm trying to stay away from it because
That is recommended.
as I
Pierre, are
mentioned to you, I'm also making sure nothing's creeping up behind us.
Pierre, are you shooting or are you going to melee with your laser sword?
I am going to melee because I do not have my pistol.
All right, you want to melee first or second?
I will melee second.
Okay. Grunt is going to go up there and Deathclaw handle dead thing. Not go tack, but Deathclaw. Kind of same thing. And I don't have any modifiers, so we'll just go with that. Aha!
But Deathclaw is not starred.
Nope.
As we have talked about many, many times.
Yes.
And I don't think the Chosen of Lunala is starred either.
Nope.
And I say many, many times because Mark is reprising a character that I killed in the home campaign. Not just killed, but killed in the Godnet. Sucked his soul into Godnet hell. So, and can you believe the party has not even tried to figure out how to rescue him? So
Because
that's
wait. I think it's because that party is now stuck in Barkhole's net.
No, that was group 2.
Oh, that was group 2? Okay.
That's group 2.
I don't know that we've played Group 1 in a while.
Group 1 is gone.
Or 3, excuse me.
No. But we don't want to get too far.
Yes.
All right. So Grunt is done. Pierre.
That's sad.
I will go forward and try to do better. Probably won't.
Please do better.
Is that a normal success?
An 11 is going to, unfortunately, I think the curse says it's a penalty to my dex. It's not
Correct.
success, right? It's just drop it.
Targeted attribute and related skills are -2.
Yeah. So
I ought to get there.
So that is actually going to be a good.
Oh, okay. And that toughness of 13 is correct without armor.
He has no armor.
Okay. And I get to re-roll
You do.
one of those, or that one.
That one.
there.
Yeah.
I think that.
How
It didn't give me a toughness against that, so I'm not sure why.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
So the damage is 19. So
The total damage is 19. I was because
Yeah.
it was saying 3 wounds. I was like,
yeah, no, it didn't ask
I
me
don't
for
see
toughness, so I'm not sure.
explosions. All right, it will take a wound. I believe that was all of you, and now I go. Well, I guess I will swing at you, Pierre. I'm probably gonna miss, but who knows?
Do a bad job. Oh, look at that. You did a bad job.
Yes, -3.
You know, let me go give myself some possibilities. All right, so I think I might spend one
Why do you get possibilities?
because I want them.
Apparently, you wanted a lot of them.
Actually, it was the stack that was on the starting. I just grabbed them all.
Because
And
I'm
watched
looking at
faces
this
to see-
going 18.
I was watching faces to see if anyone's eyes did that. No, I'm afraid he does not have any. He has missed, which is very sad. All right. You all pulled cards already, I believe. So we will go to round 2. Will our heroes survive? Dice added by possibilities or an equivalent are basically your possibilities are an up, not a possibility. The villain will go first, and after that, you guys get to surge.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Be fun. So let's lather, rinse, repeat for you, Pierre. An 11, I think I've just barely missed, haven't I?
correct. Yes.
Which bar are we on? Being that it's a mummy, wouldn't it be dramatic?
No,
Oh, okay.
No dread.
it's not the really nasty mummy.
Okay.
You'll be happy to hear.
It's like
Wait for it.
Mummy Junior.
Just a standard mummy does not have dread.
This is a core Earth mummy.
No, this is the standard one. It's just now the nasty one is technically a beta tier threat.
This one's
Yeah.
not juicy.
No, definitely not. All right, why don't we all get some surge rolls?
You gotta
Okay.
put a card in the pool too, right?
You have one card in your pool.
Yep.
I said that a
wasn't here.
moment ago.
Yeah, I was with the dog, so I did not put one in yet.
Dagon does need to surge because I am still carrying a contradiction with me.
Yep.
But we're all fine.
And then technically,
Well, I didn't roll.
you did not yet. Technically, Dagon, you rolled a 4.
Yeah, but I'm in my home cosm, so I'm
Sure.
only a 1 case.
What is it that you're carrying? That's a contradiction.
Alf sprayer.
Which is a contradiction to you and the Nile Empire.
Ah, you're right. It is.
Yep.
Oh. Now, it just means you can't create a contradiction or
Right.
spend possibilities. Mike, I need one more roll. Because technically, the surge affects your Drake as well.
Oh, the Drake needs to roll. Okay.
He does.
We can do that. Oh, fine.
Okay, yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Let's rock.
All right, so that has gone away. That has not. All right. Who would like to go?
Grunt's gonna. I'll go and move away for our shooty guys, just so that I don't get shot in the back.
All right, so you're gonna stick and move.
Yeah, I hear there's a guy that does that here somewhere in the Nile. Shoots his teammates in the back of the head.
Yes, yes, he
Just
does.
smiling. I'm
The
guessing
rumors go around.
Yeah, they do.
That's you, Mike.
No, it's not me. It's Jim.
Oh, the way you were smiling, I assumed it was you.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
No, Mike is the
I
one who
can't-
betrays the party constantly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Mike is very low willpower. He has...
He's Mobius's version of the heiress.
That's going to be a standard hit for Grunt.
Let's see. I might want to do. I'm going to do better because I want this to go down,
Okay.
and I think that I can get it down.
Remember, it's an up.
Huh? Oh
The
yeah.
Possibility is an up.
Yep. No modifier. Last roll is a 9. Right.
Oh, that's good up.
That is a good up. That's outstanding.
Mhm.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Ugh. All right, nobody else needs to shoot. We're done. All right, Dagon. Let's see if your gear transforms.
Okay.
With mummy wrappings draping my death closet, look at Rendir and say, "That how you do it, Gotak."
All right, you did not transform. After
Okay.
a little while, you'll reconnect without an issue.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then I don't need to give you my
I've done
reconnect
it
card.
wrong in the past. When you've been in your home Cosmo, I've always like, oh yeah, you reconnect. Apparently, you still have to roll, and the difficulty's unchanged. I've learned so much stuff as I've been reading the book and not having to actually run. See, I've had the time not running to actually run, you know? So it's a, wow, Rod's being particularly harsh. No, Rod's had time to read.
So what are you trying to say? If you don't roll a 1, you reconnect fine?
No, but technically, you could ask someone to just keep rolling till they reconnect or transform. But the rules basically make it kind of clear that it's really only when it only have them roll when it's dramatic, when it matters.
Sure.
So you do it in combat. At the end of a fight, if someone's still disconnected, I'll ask them for one last one just to see, and then it's a, okay, you reconnect in a few more minutes, right? But I like that last check.
Yeah.
But
That last
being in your home
opportunity.
cosm doesn't automatically reconnect you.
Yeah.
You still have to reconnect.
Mhm.
That's all I was saying. All right, so you have dealt with the mummy. Obviously, this place is now safe.
No, not safe. Still need to find Snake.
That scroll it's basically just disintegrated.
Oh
That's fine.
yeah. When
Okay.
it dropped it, there's just pieces of it all over.
Which
Oh,
is not bad.
that's
So-
too bad.
Let's get
Not
this
It's
good.
history.
You pick up the scroll because you think it's important.
I
You wake
stuff
up the
all
mummy. The scroll gets destroyed anyway.
I put all of the mummy parts that are left back in the tomb or in the sarcophagus and shove the lid shut.
Okay.
Those are legs. Those are arms. They go in separate locations.
I thought you
will.
just put it all in a pile.
Yes.
And you kind of put the top on and then just mash the top down until it was all the way down.
I am going to take the scrolls, the bits and pieces of the scroll I can find, and put them in a nice container in my weird science kit.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I'm going to take all the bits and pieces of the scroll and put them in a container in my weird science kit,
Spell
my
component.
gizmo kit.
So that someday you can be like,
Technically, right now, I could build something to get it resorted, but I don't really want to. But I could just go to the Delphi Council and say, "Here, have fun."
Slowly rehydrate the paper.
Yeah,
Decrepit scroll we transmognifier.
exactly.
Very useful in the Nile.
And you
Yeah,
find out
very.
it's just a shopping list.
I can't tell you how many times that would come in handy for these kinds of stuff. I mean, there's so many tombs, so many sarcophagus, so many crumbling scrolls. Ugh.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why
I mean,
you
we've
need
got-
a weird scientist or Scotty, along with you.
That's right.
Well,
I mean, Mobius has got an entire battalion of shock troopers that do nothing but put these things together like jigsaw puzzles down in a little tomb somewhere in the 4th floor.
And all he needs is a transporter.
There you go.
So now what?
Now we go to the ramp and go back down to the ramp and look at whatever it is that was down there that we turned around and walked away from that might have come and eaten our face, but it didn't. And so
It did
now we're
not.
dealing with that.
No, and Dagon was listening for it, and it didn't come at you.
Yeah.
So the you can see the body. It's definitely wrapped up fairly. It's wrapped up. There are a number of jars, including scrolls in them. Those jars appear to be sealed. I assume you have at least one person from Isle here, so I'm just going to assume that you apply Eilish procedures and start cataloging loot.
of course.
Yeah. There are, like I said, lots of scrolls. How long does your read language thingy last?
It should be gone because it's concentration and would have gone into combat, so I would need to cast it again.
I assume you would try,
Yes.
because these are written in Hieratic.
Didn't somebody say not to take stuff from here?
I think they said
Why
set
we
it on the
why we
wall
catalog
down
this
there.
is
Oh.
all.
That's not good.
Oh, you want a second
It
chance?
is not a It
Yeah.
is not a contradiction here.
Is a second
You
chance
could
a
be very stymied and have some shock.
Yeah, give me the second chance.
okay?
Here, I will give
You, I'll tell you what. You give me anything you want. I'll drop it to the table since you're or not. There you go.
Let's try this again. Oh, that's a little better.
I do
Hey,
have
Bubba
glory if
knows.
you want to keep going.
And a drama.
Ooh.
You want the drama?
Wait, does anyone have a reality surge?
No. That's before the roll.
Rod's like, oh hell no, not this time.
Does anyone have the glory?
I have a glory.
You have the glory. Okay. Give me the.
That's why Jim always does it ahead of time, because he knows he's going to roll well.
That's funny.
Who had
You
the
want the
hero drama? Yeah.
Grunt.
Here, I'll just take that mistaken identity.
Oh, I love mistaken identity. It's
You
probably
do.
beyond the point where we can use it though.
Last roll was a 36.
I have to remember that I have that now.
And then I'll drop the possibility too.
And I have spent the glory.
Ah, nice.
3. Boom,
See, go
63.
go tack things.
Okay, so let's see. Dagon's the
Oh,
one
I
who played the
understand.
glory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cards are the possibilities are a little large, but that's all right. You can grab one, draw your own card. Hey, Lehman, you're handling it. It's at 5 now.
Yeah.
That must be nice. All right, so
Who played the glory?
I did. Robert.
and I think, Mark, your possibility right here above you. And
No, I took it. I took mine.
Mine's still there. I'm typing.
Who did not? Yours is still there. Then 2 people maybe grab the same one at the same time.
There, I got mine.
Well, I was going to say, Rod, would you like to just copy those again? Because I will inspire us all.
Sure, but I'm going to make it smaller this time.
Ah,
This way it's obvious whose is whose. All right. So now, would anyone like to make a wrong decision and not take a possibility?
Let me see if I have a master plan. I don't. Great sadness.
No, I need to draw a card too, don't we?
For the glory, yes.
Yes.
And the hailing has gone up.
There we go.
Let's see. The last card is this one.
Inspire should be. So let's go ahead and play that. You can drop those down again, Rod.
It's like you're preparing for a dramatic scene.
Look, nothing here is going to be a challenge at all, right? It's all going to be easy.
Well, so the effect of the gain language will give me a +3 adds in a language skill.
Okay. So, reading it, they're on papyrus. They're very fragile. You're kind of stuck reading them slowly, and they seem to be almost some sort of confession. I have done as I hoped my lord and lady would command by finding them a proper resting place here in this hidden chamber. I have also laid with them the spell that may rejuvenate their life should anyone have the courage to use it. I curse myself that I do not. My lord was a god with the power of creation in his blood, and I am just a simple servant and am incapable of such feats of magic. And so I rest here to guard them. I will perish soon, but I have no life outside this room. I served my master and mistress all my life, and I will end my life with them, with only his final gift to remind me of his majesty. And you realize there are no gifts in any of the little jars.
How do you get a GIF in a jar?
You don't.
You print it out, roll it up, stick it in the jar.
Okay.
I'm going to take some of these possibilities away.
Is there, so we got this buyer with this body and then
A wrapped up body.
yeah, mummy,
Yeah.
essentially.
No, it doesn't look like this one was mummified. It's the condition of it and stuff. There are parts where the bandages have rotted away, which typically doesn't happen to a mummy because of the way that it's preserved. So it looks. Robert or anybody, why don't you guys give me some evidence analysis?
It's a mummy.
A mummy, totally a mummy.
It's a mummy.
So the way that it's wrapped up, you'd guess this is the equivalent of someone
Who's self-mummified.
Yeah, they basically wrapped themselves up, kind of rolled themselves up. They're not really mummified, and you can even tell with that roll from the shape that you think there might be some solid object wrapped up with it.
That's what I was afraid of. So the gift is probably the scroll that he is still holding.
He's not holding anything. This guy.
Well,
I
scroll
would bet
that's
the
been
gift.
mummified with him.
I would bet the gift is him. The scroll is that spell that he doesn't have the magical ability to use to reanimate his lord and lady.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, stand around here and assume all day long. We just cut the sucker open and check.
Well, that didn't end so well last time.
So
It's
who's
just
doing
fine.
that?
I mean, we torched the thing.
I'll
didn't
do
we?
it.
You tore it apart.
All right.
Well,
So
no.
Lean,
Wait. I
Lean
stopped.
cutting into it.
Okay.
I want to stop Pierre because we have to get Gotak to do it. Only Gotak can handle dead things.
Oh, but he has dead things.
Well, but
In
yeah, but
his
it's
bo-
not
in
the
his body.
same.
It's totally the same.
He is also a Gotak.
Well, didn't speak.
Here,
I
here's my
look at
quick
him.
roll.
Didn't speak up when we asked for Gotak earlier. Fine. Two
I look at
Gotak.
Rainier and go, I have no idea what a GoTac is, but you know.
Is that
It's
made,
probably
is that made
related
by the
to
same
like
people that do
or
Post-its?
something.
Yes.
Pierre, I name you GoTech.
Fine.
All right, so Pierre, you begin cutting this thing open, and there seems to be some sort of gemstone in there. And I think at this point, Dan, a 5-minute break is probably good because I've drank a lot of tea.
Are you trying to say you got to go?
We gotta go. Gotta go.
Well, you got to go. You got to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give our players and our game master here about 5 minutes to go drain themselves and fill their tea glasses back up and come back and continue. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes.
I mean, it takes more than 5 minutes to make a pot of tea, but I'm not going to make another pot of tea.
I
Oh,
might.
you just ask one of the kids to make it for you.
Well,
That's how he
Kathy's
normally
in
does
bed,
it.
And Michael John's at work. And
Cassie drank sour milk, so she doesn't feel good.
no, her bedtime, I want her in bed before 9.
All right.
Still
So,
only
yeah. Well, 5 minutes. See you in
Yep.
Bye.
And we are back.
Oh, I guess you're talking to me. I guess I should start talking now then.
Well, I mean, we're at that point, right?
We are. All right, so you get everything ripped open, and he seems to be wearing some sort of, well, it's a golden necklace with a glowing, slightly glowing gemstone. Surprisingly, stone is a bit blue. There's some specks barely visible glinting within it.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Yep.
I will pick that
That's not
up.
terrible.
Is this scene 3, Rod?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to count. So, no spell, something better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know, I'm sure somebody is going to try to take this from us.
You think?
So I'm going to do something.
Not a good idea to take things from dead people.
By the way, this is Grunt's first outing and possible access to a shard.
It's sad.
I know.
I am going to use my weird science to try to do something. And I'm going to sacrifice one of my gizmos to attempt this, even to make it a little bit better. Since I have this deflector belt and I have my gizmo kit with Eternium shards, I am going to try to make a device that is going to mimic what an Eternity shard looks like while hiding the original Eternity shard.
Okay.
And I am sure that this is going to have a high level of difficulty to do. So don't tell me well, go on and tell me what difficulty, because I have a feeling of what I would look at.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about an 18.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, is that too high? I'm like,
No,
probably not.
Thinking 18 is probably
Gotta mimic
one.
an eternity shard. That's got to be pretty darn hot.
Well,
hard.
you're trying to make it look like this gemstone.
Well, no. I'm trying to look like here is a container with an Eternity shard in it. It just has this Eternium core to it, so it just feels like it is.
Okay.
While dampening the actual one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are you hiding the actual one in the dummy one, or are you just using the dummy one as a field generator to dampen?
I'm using it as a field generator.
Okay.
Yeah. So a reversed reality induction device.
Ooh,
nice.
All right, well, let's see if the red is going to work.
Okay, I'm going to spend a possibility.
We had a 2.
Oh, wait, I am favored. So
okay. You want to be favored first?
Going to be favored first. That's much better. But I am going to go in and still spend
This takes you a few minutes to do as well, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I can do it much faster.
I got an action for you, Robert, if you want it.
Okay, I'll
there.
switch you to the action, but hold on, my weird science. I have to open up my screen a little bit larger. Hold on a second. I can actually give you a possibility to make this occur in one round.
Can you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, go ahead, lay that on me.
There's that. And here, let me give you this grunt for the action, and that pulls it off.
Good trade.
Because my weird science has the quick enchantment or enhancement. And excuse me for a second, I have a dachshund that's very angry about
I
something.
hear.
It's her treat time.
Oh, okay.
You haven't given me my pepperoni yet.
Look, I have not looked a lot at that particular. I think it's a pulp power, isn't it?
It is. I think it's a perk. I
Yeah.
was looking at this the other day. It's
Well, there's one that's in as I thought a perk, and the other that's in as if it were a pulp power.
I think it's the weird science or weird scientist one.
Pulp.
Page 31, Nile Empire, Weird
Thank you.
Scientists.
'Cause I thought he was using the gizmos. Robert, was that weird scientist or gizmos? Is that's weird scientist you were using, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I also have Gadgeteer.
Oh, okay. The Gadgeteer is what lets you do it quickly.
No.
The
Weird
quick.
Scientist enhancement quick.
I don't see that on here. Oh, relatively simple.
Oh,
I
It's
don't
been a
think
while
that's
since I've used
relatively simple. Let me give you this possibility back.
okay.
Right? Because I was looking and I'm like, no, it can't be that, because that's talking about tinfoil and chewing gum and paper clips.
Truthfully, it's been a long time since I even tried to use quick, so
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No worries. All right, so you managed to get your thing built, probably just in time, because you are so focused and you realize you hear it sounds like something is coming towards you guys, but you still managed to get it kind of done just in time. We're gonna call that a scene. Let's do the card thing.
Great. Here comes Snake.
Yeah.
We're up to 6 now, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, well, most of you.
Yes. One of us.
Except for Pierre. Pierre's at 5.
Yeah.
I have a willpower and a second wind.
You want an adrenaline for the willpower?
I will absolutely trade you an adrenaline for the willpower.
Okay.
I just keep dropping them to the table. Does anybody need the second wind? I'm thinking about recycling that.
Well, ever reconnect who wants to trade for it?
I'm getting rid of a step A.
I probably should get the reconnect, but I'm not going to.
Okay, well I still have it just in case it comes up. I won't get rid of it because I'm sure somebody will need it.
I'm going to recycle a glory here.
What, you don't think we need another one?
We don't need it.
Need never enters into glory. I'm recycling the second wind. Well, that'll be interesting. Does anybody have alertness as a perk?
No.
No, but I cannot be surprised right now.
Nice.
It doesn't give you any play cards into your pool immediately first round
Nope.
kind of abilities.
Nope. And it only affects me, so. It's the first time I've tried this pulp power, so I like it.
So I'm getting rid of the glory, the step A, and the second wind. All right. So you finish your device, and right as you do, a number of folks are going to kind of walk into the room. One of them, a woman, she has a whole lot of goons all dressed in red, right, as if they kind of match her ensemble. And,
It's Carmen Sandiego.
you'll be happy. I actually didn't make these cards. Somebody else did, but I'm like, that works.
We found her finally.
Yes.
Yep.
So
She was in Egypt all along.
she sees all of you. Ah, interlopers. I presume you have found the spell and treasures here. You'll turn them all over to me, or my men will take you prisoner and turn you over to the Pharaoh. You do not have much time to decide what to do. He is on his way.
I hold up the container that had the scroll pieces that I'd saved. The scroll degenerated. So if you're looking for a spell, it's gone.
I will take that and see for myself. What else have you found?
Oh, see? Here. And I dump it out.
Okay. Very well. There are no treasures in any of the rooms. You will all empty your pockets.
Nah, it's okay.
And you will be free to go. I, after all, the Scarlet Spectre, am merciful.
I am Grunt, Marine Corps clan, Jarhead tribe. You not take our things. Go away.
That's Mark passing up the opportunity to play the mistaken identity.
Ah, damn it!
Yes, it is.
It fits Grunt Social, though.
Yeah, it does fit Grunt Social. Totally fits Grunt Social. He's a little. I don't know. I'm not mistaken.
So as well.
Well,
who's
are
playing
you
the
sure? Well, we could still trade cards, right?
We can.
I'm afraid whoever's playing this, she's not going to be a valid target for romance. I'm not
No,
going to give you.
mistaken.
No. But someone's trying to play romance. I'm not going to give you 3 free possibilities to use against her. Not valid target, I'm afraid. But by the way, who's holding the gift of service? I think that was you, Lehman.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And now
Robert?
what I'm doing, actually,
want
do
it
you want
back?
to trade that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I gotta find the doggone thing now. Well, where'd it go?
Oh, are you going to try to trade the mistaken identity?
Yep.
We're not gonna try. We
Yeah.
did.
We did. Okay. And I'm playing it because, I'm a known mechanic. I do work on a lot of devices, for lots of different people to keep my cover. And
Yep.
I'm just going to hold up my, new reality inverter.
Reverse reality
reverse-
induction device.
Exactly. Thank
The
you.
RID.
My reverse reality induction device. And
Yeah.
go, well, I'm sure you're looking for something like this. And I'm sure we could make a deal with it, but I was sent here to acquire it too. And I'm playing the mistaken identity.
So that she'll believe that you were sent here to acquire.
Yes. Because I'm really good at dealing with traps, and looking at you and your men, that's not what I would expect from y'all.
I assure you, I am very adept at dealing with all of this as well. After all, I did manage to sneak up and surprise you.
Oh, actually, I heard you a while back. I was just letting them, kind of
Grunt
rest a
gives
little bit.
Grunt gives Dagon the side eye.
Sure you did. I would be willing to let you go in exchange. Actually, give me a persuasion. I don't think the DN is high. You have the mistaken identity.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Grunt doesn't know anything about mistaken identities. It's well beyond his social axiom.
Yeah.
He's looking for a fight.
And I'll throw a willpower
No.
on top of it.
I'll say that's good enough with the
Okay.
mistaken identity. She goes, very well. You'll give me that device. All of you will then be free to go.
Not give her treasure.
Grunt. Grunt, Jarhead tribe. It's going to the same person no matter what. It's going to go to the correct person. Lanala will be happy with this.
Well, no,
I'm
I'm not
sure
here.
Lanala
Yeah.
would like to get rid of this dead thing.
Well, what?
I've been listening.
I've been listening. What does Gotax say? Gotax say okay?
Which go tag?
Well, either one. Not picky.
Oh, if we're gonna just walk out of here, we can.
Yeah,
If we
and I'm holding it out to her.
She'll send one of her, her minions over to get it.
Well, nice doing business with you. I hope you
No,
gain
I
his
figured
favor.
that out, Lehman. Yes.
And
You were saying?
no, I was just saying, and may you reap the rewards of your find.
Oh, yes, I will. Very well, let them go. And her troops, her goons, which you guys were outnumbered 2-1 by her goons, they all look sullen and unhappy, but they part and let you kind of walk out.
I mirror their sullen and unhappy look as I walk through the parting of the Red Goon Sea.
And she begins looking at it. She goes, so what is this? No, it can't be. And you hear her with your super hearing, she's fiddling with it,
I know.
She's
right?
Damn it! I should have turned it into a bomb.
Well, no, I was about to say, incidentally, that's about what's about to happen. Is all of a sudden, you guys hear there's some sort of muffled explosion and some cursing coming from that chamber, as apparently she opened it the wrong way, and it has gone off, and now it has destabilized this entire place.
Run!
We didn't hear the catchphrase "get them."
I mean, there's curses, and then it begins falling apart. So now we're gonna see if you guys can get out
I think this is a good time to
before
beat feet.
this
beat the
all
hell out of here.
collapses.
Oh my.
The good news is I need everyone to get out.
Well,
Oh God!
So we're gonna move this down here. And we're just gonna kind of line you all up.
can we help each other get out?
Unfortunately, if you're doing a step, you're not helping someone.
Can we do both?
No, because help is its own thing. You're not able to help while taking an action. But look, it's only a DN8 dex. I'm sure it'll be fine.
All will be well.
I'm
It
so
will.
happy.
The real good news here is you guys didn't have to do this on round 3 or 4 of a fight because she brought bombs with her.
Oh God!
That's what her thing is. She does bombs, and your Eternium shard set off some of her bombs.
Gotcha.
So, there's also she also has some gas going off in there as well. But yeah, she's gas and bombs and weird stuff like that, and it just made sense for it to go off.
Yeah.
So this will be dramatic.
Yeah. Unstable Eternium. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm not gonna read the card.
Yay! I'm on the other end of this for a change.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
The heroes go first and up, and we have all 4 steps.
I'm on the other side of this for a change.
Card 25. It's as good as it gets. All right. So, is it safe to assume? Oh, by the way, if you want, you can take just a -2, or excuse me, a -1, and just grab, bring your Drake along with you, Rendir, or he can roll.
Oh, you know what? He's got a better dex than I do. He's gonna roll.
What if the Drake brings Rendir along?
I know exactly.
Hold on to his tail and follow him.
That's the same way.
But it's a
Well,
minus
you
6.
you still
So-
have your light. So I guess I need to ask: is there anyone who's like, I'm up. I'm going for all 4 steps now.
Grunt is.
All
I
right.
might as well.
Now, I will remind you guys of something that 99.9% of Torg players forget to do.
Last ditch. Or not last ditch. Critical moment.
Critical moment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going to try it, but there's only one card I have that will really help me here. But
So, who would like to try first?
I'll
I'll let Grunt try.
Yeah.
All right, Grunt.
You're going to volunteer me. Nice.
Run.
Yeah, Grunt-
You hear explosion. You're running. So, if you're going for all 4, it's a -6.
Yep, -6. Grunt is going to take point and clear the way because there might be other traps and things.
Are you playing for your critical moment?
No, because all my cards are not going to help with any of this.
All right.
And I'm
We'll go
up.
for it.
Last roll was a 5. Hey, look at that. Didn't even have to spend.
Meow. All right. Well, this is so freaking anticlimactic.
That's how you do it, guys. Follow that path.
All right, who's next? Grunt is running. He's like leaving all of you behind.
No, he's point man. He's making sure all traps are clear and no
I
bad
will-
guys coming out of boxes.
I will follow.
And that
All
giant
right.
snake.
And there's still a snake somewhere.
And I'll follow next.
All right. So how did and the up?
Yep. Let's see modifiers. 6. There we
Didn't
go.
even have to spend.
All right. Pierre is all right. Cole, nope. And the up.
Cole's not going to have to spend either.
Beat feet.
Rendir gets out fine, but Drake goes squish.
No, it might be reversed.
All
Drake
right.
get out fine. Go.
I'm going to
boss.
see if Rendir wants to go all the way too.
Oh, I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah, and the
Okay.
Drake are gonna go all the way. So
No stopping at third base for Rendir. He's going all the way.
He's going the
Dan
distance.
got it.
go ahead, take it, because we'll leave me last.
No, you go on. I was going to go last.
Oh, okay. Here, let's have the Drake go in that case. So the Drake's gonna go. Oh no!
Oh no! So the Drake gets as it starts to go, it gets hit by some rocks and knocked to the ground.
Oh no! See, that was gonna happen to me.
Yeah, but I figured, Mike, you were waiting to play. What's your Cosm card? Oh no, that's not it.
I've got the Cosm
No.
card.
Mark has it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I have the round 2, which would have been weird.
We're
Yeah,
all
no.
flush with possibilities. I'm not going to dick everybody over with that.
And I
All right.
can't-
So
Damn
if
it.
you'd like, I will let you increase that -1 to a -3, as you could take an extra action to scoop them up. That way, if you want to try to grab them and both of you run all the way out, you're looking at a total of a -9.
-9. You know what? I will do that.
Critical moment or no?
I am
mean,
gonna play. I am gonna play for the critical moment,
All right.
only because the only card's gonna help me just in case is a second chance.
That's not a bad plan, though.
No,
it's not a
not.
bad plan. So here we
Wait,
go.
you said you wanna-
Let's see.
Play for the critical moment. We can't trade cards.
Nope.
Correct.
Okay, never mind then. You're on your own.
Yes.
I'll hit myself with the -9.
Critical moment doesn't get used very much, but when it does, it's badly abused.
Critical.
Okay.
All right. So
Here's
don't
my
forget
choice.
the up.
I can also favor this roll.
Can you?
Deck is a dex test, right? I'm an elf.
You're
I am
correct. It is
graceful.
wrong. You're right. Go for it.
I'm going to favor the roll.
Boy, you're just going to get all kinds of chances at this, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that's a better roll.
That's a
Better
much
roll.
better roll.
And now go be up.
Fantastic. Now we'll be up. Let's see. Modifier is still -9. Last roll was a 13. Oh, and we have to
so
spend.
close.
We have to spend the possibility.
I think that guarantees you, though, doesn't it?
No.
No.
It'd be
No?
close. I don't
Oh,
think
it's right.
so.
It's only
Yeah.
+2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What's your critical moment?
It's 9. Last roll was a 24.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yay!
There we go.
Wow.
Woo!
I did not think you were going to get it just then.
Scraped by the skin of your teeth.
All right, Dagon. They've all left you behind.
Yes, and just for effect, I'm not using it to do this. I'm just popping those rocket packs and flying my way out of here. But
Of
it's
course.
a dex test.
Yeah.
So I am going to go in and spend.
If you have something that lets you fly, I would let you do air vehicles instead.
Oh yeah, I do. I have air vehicles. So I am going to then do that. I am going to go and play for my critical moment in case I have one card that I need. So I'm moving them all over. Let's see. Where is it? And I made it. Oh wait, I forgot to add the -6.
Yes.
So let me do the up.
With the -6.
Yep. I always forget to do these things.
You guys have turned this scenario in.
Oh, no. That's why I played for my critical moment,
Yeah.
was to get the adrenaline out.
Okay. That'll do it.
There you
So,
go.
you guys have turned this into one of the fastest played anticlimactic scenario I've run in a very long time.
Well, I have to say this is the first time I've actually gotten to play the weird scientist to an effect.
So as you all exit, you see some sort of strange hovering looks like some sort of almost like hovering plane landing.
The man
And
jet.
all the troops are lined up. No,
It is-
it's not that. And
It totally
all
is.
the troops are lined up, right? They're
It absolutely
perfectly in
is.
uniform. And I think
dun,
you probably
dun,
all
dun,
could
dun,
recognize
dun,
who
dun.
it is that's getting off of that.
Is he insidious?
No, he's majestic.
Oh,
He's
okay.
Doctor.
Dr. Majestic.
No.
It's the Pharaoh himself.
You were told he was coming here. I assume you're all going to run?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Running sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Enjoy the
Which
running.
is fine. You've set eyes on the Pharaoh, though. He did not notice you because you all got out of here in time. If you didn't, then, well, I'm sure somebody would have played the captured card,
Yep.
and bad things would have happened.
Not run from bad guy. Fight bad guy. Why we all run?
Okay.
Not good.
Because they want. I choose life.
What's that Baruka fella? Is that the guy's name? You like
Yes,
fighting
Sar
him.
of Sars. Fight him. Fight him to death. He is bad. We must fight bad. Mobius bad.
I hope
Run
one
past
day
the
you
death.
get the chance.
So do I.
All right. So again, you guys really kind of short circuited most of that. But that's okay. You
That
know,
happens.
sometimes that happens and players just get to be really, really good. It makes me sad when it happens, but you know, it's totally a thing. By the way, I have been waiting to run this all for you before I go ahead and list it online. But I will be putting it up. I don't know, Dan, if you have anyone who watches the stream who does I would like to sign up to play that. But if so, I can probably sign them up ahead of time. After all, if people are watching, shouldn't they get some reward?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, there are
It-
two of your seats filled.
I'm not in Twitch because the sound kept turning on. So if anyone types,
yeah.
say, yes, I want to have one of those seats, Dan, just let me know. In the meantime, let's look at the log sheet, shall we?
Oh, I have to expand the screen.
I do too.
So here we go. All right. Digging up the better half. This should probably be capitalized. Was the Eternity Shard recovered? Yes. Did the Spectre survive or escape?
Well,
Don't know.
we'll just go ahead and do this to make that a yes.
What?
I mean, it is the Nile, and we didn't see a body, so yes, she escaped.
Were you cursed by the tomb? Not permanently. So I'm going to put no. So you basically, if you get it permanently, you're just, hey, the law of heroism, until you get rid of this curse, sorry, it's only going to hurt you in the Nile, but it could be worse. You don't get that. You do have access to the gift of service, which is the Eternity Shard.
And that's an easy Eternity Shard to tap.
You
Yeah.
saw the restrictions, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's you tap it to help someone.
Yeah.
Does that say only say trapped or
Trapped,
tapped?
yeah, may only be trapped.
I thought I did a copy paste. Let's see. Yep, I did a copy paste. Not my fault. We'll blame you, Lehman.
I didn't do
I
that.
know it was before your time.
Wait,
But I'm about to save it and send it to you, Mark. So you don't need to write it down, right? Because I'm going to send it.
I know I was reading, and it kept covering up what I was reading. So you tap it, pull one of the 5 possibilities out, and then restore a BD's worth of shock to somebody. You just do it.
It has, yes, you can. Hey, I'm going to use an action, spend a possibility, and you can have a bonus die of shock back. You can also use it to, I'm going to use this and spend a possibility when you're helping someone with whatever they're doing. So it's pretty good.
Wait,
Pretty
okay,
good.
so let me make sure I understand what you just said. Can I spend one of my possibilities and channel it through the gem to restore? Okay, so I have to pull a possibility, I have to tap it, which is a DN10 reality.
Yeah.
But if I do 5 times, I can restore a BD of shock to myself
Up to
or
5
others.
times. Yeah.
Up to. Yeah. Well, that may change Grunt's build a little bit. What's the
Here's-
requisition? 20?
20. Look, it's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Grunt's never
It
going to
could
have
probably be higher, but the first time it got handed out, it only had a 20, and I don't like to retroactively fix those.
this. I'm never going to own that.
You can always ask for it, and remember, when it's hey, if Grunt is traveling with people who have access to it, you can be like, yeah, I'm going to help ask for it, and just give them a straight up +1 instead of rolling.
It's questionable whether I'm going to be able to give anybody a +1. I mean, it's a dump stat.
No.
Persuasion is a dump stat.
It is, but remember what we've said before. Anytime you have access to a shard or a reward like this, you don't have to roll to help them. Just do it.
Oh, okay. I
Right.
had forgotten that.
Because otherwise it's a favor that's not very good.
That's true.
So, all right, I'm going to send this to you guys now.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
that's coming into the chat. And yeah, we're done a little bit early.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Do we have anyone who wanted to take me up or take us up on that, Dan, and I can get someone signed up? Or
Nobody's said anything
When
yet.
are-
Let's see,
what
we only
are-
have 2 people on. We got Curtis, and who else do we have?
What
So,
is
yeah,
it that
either
you're
of
talking
you
about?
gentlemen or ladies would like to join in and sign up for that, pop it in chat and let us know.
what was that, Robert?
What events are you talking about?
I have been waiting to run this for you guys. Once Mark asked me, I got this ready, and then I said, okay,
Ah,
I'm also going to put this on the schedule, right? Now, the week's really full in April. So it's basically I could possibly do, the dates I'm looking at are the 18th or the 23rd or Wednesday the 20th. I'm looking at 3 weeks from now before I'd say, okay, I have an opportunity to run it. Because next week is super duper busy with stuff at work and a couple days off, and opening day. And then the following week, I have a couple of things going on, as well as some work stuff of having to go into Atlanta for a couple days for a national meeting. And then after that, it's okay, now it opens up.
Okay, now this is going to be said. Opening day of what?
Braves baseball.
Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Oh, sports ball. Okay, I got it.
Sports ball.
Sports
Pay
ball.
no attention to Mike. Okay? This is Braves country. And in fact,
What are you saying? No, I'm technically even still not in Braves country.
But you could pay
you're not
attention to Mike and just ask him how many rings he
it's
has.
Braves country. I have a. Where did it go?
Come on, Rod. Change your background faster than this.
It's tough wearing this hat in in Dallas.
Oh, I bet it is.
Because every once in a while it's all like, oh, can't as
Here it
long as they're
is.
not.
I have a thing for you. Hold on. Here again.
The longer it takes, it just loses its sting, Mike.
Exactly.
I'm
it's all
trying
right.
to get it past the YouTube commercial. Right? Because you can do these share sound. There we go. Before I was able to get a login.
So, thanks for joining us. I had to hurry up and mute that before any copyright issues might have arisen. But I do want to say thank you for joining us. We'll be back Friday for some Rime of the Frost Maiden, Sunday for Waterdeep. Unless our schedules are a little messed up, we'll be back here next week for Fires of Raw continuation, because our missing player will be back with us. And you're still able to hear them through my mic, and I apologize for that. So, thanks for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, and keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you like to be treated yourself. And with that,
for him to build his Rocket Ranger, outfit. The other is to go for a Nile engineer.
So y'all want to say good night to all our
Unless people
viewers?
want to listen to us talk about character builds.
Yeah,
I was going to say is two things. Next week Jim should be back, so we should be back. Fires of Raw.
Yep. I already said
I know what happened there. I was going to also say it's looking very good for me running games at Gen Con face to face this year, because so far everything is smooth with the application to do stuff. So
and that'll be when?
That'll be beginning of August in Indianapolis.
So
are they doing any COVID steps or any of that?
Yeah, right now they are staying with everyone needs to be boosted. Everyone needs to be vaccinated and boosted. But it may change because Indianapolis rules are changing, but they're keeping those rules out right now in case anything happens.
So if you're in the area and you see Mike, give him a shout out. Say hey. So with that, like I said, we're in this adventure called Life Together. Keep that golden rule in mind. I do not mean the one Rod likes. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.